In this use case, I want to understand the dependency mapping of some servers that are slated to be migrated to the cloud. The application team has let me know that they're running protocol 7280, but want to be sure of all the dependencies prior to making this move. So to start out, I'll run a traffic report on all internal servers to identify these guys. So I'll do reports, traffic. I'll make sure the advanced tab is selected. And in the any hosts, I'll use the default. I'll type in all. And then I can have by internal hosts all. So I'm looking at all internal hosts. Now I don't care who these hosts are talking to. They can be talking to anybody, and that's fine. But I do want to identify the applications and ports. So I'll open that up. And under ports and protocols, I'll type in TCP 7280. So now I'll look at all internal hosts running this port. I'll also want to change the report by to, instead of ports, again, I want to look at hosts. So I'll make sure I have hosts defined. Scroll down. And I'll look at the last hour, which is fine, and I'll just hit run now. And the report finishes, so now I can see who is running application servers using port 7280. So I can see certainly there is traffic. As I scroll down, I can see the actual servers that are running this protocol 7280. I can see it's app server 1, 2, and 3. And we can also see that they're load balanced very well. So they're all in use. And these are the servers that will be migrating. So I need to understand the dependency mapping of these three servers. So to understand their dependency mapping, I'll scroll back up to the top. And under report criteria, we'll change a few things. So now I know the names of the servers, so I'm not looking at all servers, I'm looking at three specific ones. So I'll simply type in their server name. App server 1, app server 2, and app server 3. And I could type in their IP address also, but we know what their server name is. Now I don't care who they're talking to. In fact, I want to see everyone they're talking to. As far as role server, again, I want to see client or server, so I don't want to limit myself just to servers. And I don't care about applications, and I don't even care about ports or protocols. I want to see all types of traffic that are hitting these three servers. As for report by, instead of looking at just hosts, I want to understand their conversations. So I'm going to do host pairs with ports. So now I'll see all the conversations. In report format, let's take a look at that. Now here I don't really care about the time chart, but I do care about the summary and make sure the connection graph, because this is where it's going to build out that dependency mapping. So make sure that guy is selected and hit run. All right, so this report finishes, and again we see the traffic. As we scroll down, now we're looking at all the conversations. We see there's 24 conversations between those three application servers. And you see all the metrics, the number of connections, the percent, the response times, and server delays. You can see how they're all operating. As we scroll to the bottom, here is the dependency mapping. Now I'm going to make this larger. The default is medium. I'll go large so I just have a better visual. So now we have a good understanding as to what's going on with these three application servers. So these are the, app server 1, 2, and 3. And we can see who's being a server and who's being a client. And the thickness of the line dictates the amount of traffic going across that link. And we're doing it by bits, and you can change that to conversations, retransmissions, whatever metric you'd like. But here we're looking at bit rate. So we can see a bunch of web servers are talking to the application servers. And then from the application servers, they're talking to two database servers and a DNS server. And you can see the different protocols that they're working. We know the dependency mapping from the web servers going in is protocol 7280, but being fed out from the application servers could be it's MSSQL, DNS, and another DB server. Also important to understand is this graph is interactive. So you can hover over one of these links and right mouse. You can do more metrics. You can look at user report, traffic between the ports, just like you do in other parts of NetProfiler. You can also hover over a server, and from there you can do server info report, kick off into eternity to get end user experience. So all sorts of different host information specific right from this dependency map. So now the application team can be confident that they know about all the servers that are running protocol 7280, who's talking to them, and who the app servers are speaking to or reporting to. So it's a great map, so now they can migrate to the cloud and understand exactly what they need to do.